Lisa here, truth seeker, truth finder, truth teller. I went outside to ground, and I literally came back in, and I was gonna go lay down, take a nap. I felt kind of a little drained after doing the grounding and stuff like that. I said, let me go, right? Coming in here, my dog had other opinions about it. Woke me up, literally. I went upstairs to lay down on the bed, went and started started scratching the side of my bed to wake me up. Don't know why. Then I come downstairs and she's following the way all the way. Like, she's not following me. She's already back here behind my seat where I do this reads. Like, don't go to sleep now. And the universe is really kicking up. Like, it's a little windy. And it's not wind, but it's wind. So, let's see what's going on in this beautiful world that they wanted me to do a read. So, let's get going, right? Come on through. So we have the Queen of Wands in the upright. That means courageous, confidence, independent, focus, zest for life, determination, and joy. So this Queen is in the upright. She's a water, fire, Pisces, Aries. This Queen is thinking about some good, promising things. Having courage to do something, to move along maybe, to forget about whoever and whatever has done anything to her. Somebody's regretting. Somebody has regret, because we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, in one of the other videos, I kept on saying Hermit, and it's not Hermit, it's the Five of Cups. Okay. Queen of Wands. You see this smoke? Queen of Wands. Oh my God. The smoke is like really like, I can taste it right now. This is stating there is a Queen of Wands that's in her power, that's in her right, that's doing what she has to do. And there's someone in her energy. In her energy. Isn't her, because queens can represent both his or her. There's someone in her energy that's full of regret, failure in this person's life. Disappointment, pessimistic, like he or she, again, take what it resonates. That's a water Scorpio. Water sign, but then it says Scorpio. This person is lost, is grief, has grief. He's grief-ridden. I feel like this person feels like the reason why he feels pessimistic, pessimism. It has pessimism in here. Pessimism. Ugh. Listen. It's because he's not really thinking that this queen is going to give him another chance. Him or her, put it where it goes. Yeah. They're thinking that this queen, this person in this queen's energy, this is past. This queen is from the past. So present right now, 5 of Cups, this person is feeling grief, is feeling, you know, pessimistic because he feels like she's not going to give me a chance. He or she is not going to give me a chance. Let's keep going. Oh, I just jumped all out, right? Let's see. We always take start from the bottom. Yeah. Yeah. 2 of Cups. It's in the reverse. Like I said, past person is having grief. Self-love, disharmony, distrust, broken up, imbalance, tension, broken communication. I feel like this person is thinking about this Queen of Cups, but he doesn't feel like she or he is going to give him another chance. You know? I think this is why this reading came about. It was urgent. It was something urgent about this reading. I don't know why. We got the Fool in reverse, holding back. We got the 9 of Pentacles, self-worth, hustling, living beyond means. Wow. Living beyond means, obsession with work, false success. The Fool. The Fool in reverse is like holding back, indecisions, hesitation, recklessness, fearness, bad choices, risk taking. So I feel like they're telling me to put, okay, put the 9 of Pentacles in the current, look at this, oh my God, in the current future. The Fool goes under the Queen of Cups. Why is going under the Queen of Cups is because you was holding back on this queen. You was holding back on this queen. You was indecisive. You was hesitating on her, on the whole situation. This feels like a third party type of situation right now. You know, this feels like a third party. This feels like you had a decision between 2 people. You was very careless, like you was, it says reckless, risk taker. Basically, you was careless about certain things, certain situations in your life. This queen was not aware of any of this because it fell right on her, and the Fool is in the reverse. And you thought you made a fool, you was making a fool out of her, or you was just not, you know, maybe you weren't thinking fool, you was just pretty much holding back. Look at this. This is like all this smoke coming towards me, and it's like, wow. Okay, you could be a smoker, or you smoke. Do you know? We smoke herbs from the earth. It feels like you're in regret. It feels like you're in a dynamic that, forget it. This could be you offered your cup to someone else and thought that that was going to be it. Because this is a present. That you thought that that was going to be the one that was going to fill up your cup, and it wasn't. Self-love. I feel like breakups. I feels like you're breaking up with someone, like you're having a lot of breakups. Like you could be a Casanova, or you could be with one person but still playing around, still playing, having that player energy. Um, I do feel like with the Fool and with the Five of Cups here, you definitely regret something. And you're hustling, you're living beyond your means. You're like, you're hustling and you're working and you're trying to make an appearance. And this is a Earth Virgo sign. My ex was a Virgo. Yeah, this whole reading feels funny. Anyway, because I see the smoke is like hitting me, and it feels pretty funny. The Fool is the air. Uranus is the, yeah, the planet. Um, okay. Let's see. Let's keep going. Who knows? But we do got, water sign Cancer. We do have water sign Scorpio. The Pentacles. This is air. The Fool is air. And the Queen is water and fire, which is Pisces and Aries. If I didn't say that, there you go. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Oof, yes. Oh. Like I'm right? Like you're in a dynamic. I said, like, you're in some type of, you regret this dynamic. You are in arguments, fights all the time. You're arguing with somebody's arguing with you constantly. I don't see competition. I see confliction. Conflict. I see disagreements, tension. Fire, Leo. We have the Five of Wands out here. Clarify the Two of Cups. Clarify the Two of Cups. Don't mind me. I tend to laugh because sometimes ancestors say weird shit. And I just be like, what? And it's for me. Sometimes I divulge. Two of Cups. They're telling me you better focus. Look at this smoke. Oh, up on me. That's a frankincense. And it smells so good. My son don't like the way it smells, so that's why. Two of Cups. Will clarify the Two of Cups for me? No? Ace of Cups on Two of Cups. It's in the reverse. It's a water sign. It's in the reverse. And if any questions about this, compassion, creativity, love, and all that stuff, spirituality, it's a no because the yes is in the reverse. Okay? So Two of Cups. Emotional loss, blocked. Sorry. Creativity, emptiness of self-love, intuition, repressed emotions. So again, you're repressing your emotions instead of telling. I get that you don't. You're an avoidant person. You like to avoid situations. I went through that, okay? I went through that crap. That shit is You know, you get to that stage. I have to say a little bit about my story because my ancestors like, you gotta say it. Okay. My ex was an avoidant person. A very avoidant person. I am a very outspoken person. I like to say it and say it straight. And if it comes down to it, I throw hands if I have to. But again, this person in my current past, you know, because I've had exes, but this is my last relationship. Look at the smoke. Oh God. This last relationship, if this man was testing me, he was testing me for me to whoop his ass. Do you get what I'm saying? Because the way he was avoiding and the way he was doing things, it was taking me out of my character. And I was not trying to go back into my character again because my character, yeah, trust me. I was way karmic back then than what I am now. Okay? Now, he was taking me out of my character. And I don't know who needs to hear this. Maybe someone needs to hear this. But when I seen that he was taking me out of my character and he was putting me back in reverse with my past relationships, he was acting the way my past relationships were. He was reflecting them to me. And the way I felt, it was like I wanted to escape. I wanted to basically, I'm going to be honest, I basically wanted to whoop his ass. Period. Physically. You understand? Because that's how it got. It got to the point that his ignorance and his ignoring and the way he was, like, putting me like if I was nothing, like if I was like I meant nothing in his life, or I didn't mean anything in his life, or he didn't really like didn't care, like the nonchalant type of bullshit, you know, the narcissist type of way. For you could go keep on going back chasing the rabbit, you know, like it's like a groundhog, not a groundhog, one of those ground dogs, like, you know what I mean, one of them dogs that chased the rabbit in the tracks. That's what he wanted me to do. And I finally broke. Something clicked inside of me. And I was just like, and what I was thinking was if he was in front of me, I would literally put hands on him. I would fuck his ass up. Period. But something else came over me and said, no. Smoke for confirmation. This is my story. Something else came over me and said, no, Lisa. That's what he wants you to do. He wants you to go back. He wants you to revert to what you was before. Don't do that. Don't revert back to what you was before. Okay? So I didn't. I took the high ground. I took the more morale ground, more respectable, more of going inside me, being in my inner peace. I said, I'm not going to let this demon project shit on me, project things that does not belong to me. So I don't know who needs to hear this in this reading, but I stopped that. I did not let this man project anything towards me. I did not let this man influence anything. I was never a person that had a self-esteem issue. I always thought I was beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. My self-esteem is back on track, back online. But when I was with him, he projected his self-esteem towards me. And I felt that. I felt him draining me. I felt him pulling my energy. And every time I used to come home, mind you, I'm a mom of 5. Even though I got grown kids, I still got to cook. I still got to do what I have to do for my children, right? I felt that I was tired, that I needed to get some rest. I needed to get some sleep, right? And I was feeling that for the last year and a half. And I'm like, little by little, I felt like he was draining more and more and more. And the whole entire time, he was draining me to fuel someone else, because he was seeing other women. He was talking to other women. I was fueling his energy for him to get bigger, boast. You know what I mean? Do those teenager little acts. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, boast about his life and boast about him or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look who I got or whatever. Because I know I'm gorgeous. I'm beautiful. I know that. But for him, he looked at himself way beneath me, right? I was a high standard for him. So the thing is that when he walked with me, talked to me, and confirmation, the universe is pushing Aaron. When he walked, talk, and stuff, I basically boosted him up, boosted his image. So he thought, oh, I got her, I can get someone else. No, stupid. It was my energy. Period. You didn't do shit. And the fact that he didn't do anything and he didn't realize what was going on, the fact that he realized it too late, and he is realizing it too late now. But the fact that he didn't realize it then, no, God has sent him something in his wake to wake him up, to help him out, because he asked for a gift. He asked for the divine. Again, wind, confirmation. The wind is blowing. He asked the divine for a way out, for a blessing, for love, for somebody to love him unconditionally. And the divine turned around and said, okay, that's what you want? Here you go. He put me in his path. But he put me in his path, and I was with him for almost 4 years, and he did not learn a single thing from the whole thing. But I did. I picked up a lot of things off that relationship. So again, am I doing this reading for someone that needs to hear this? The journey is painful, but the pain is your resolution. The pain is your resolution. The pain is for you to come back into yourself. The pain is not because God wants to forsaken you. No. The pain is to show you you don't need no one but yourself. How can you love someone else if you don't even love yourself? Love yourself first. Simple. And the whole entire time, I was with him because I felt alone. I felt like I needed somebody in my side. I felt like I needed someone, a man next to me. I felt like I needed that partner to fulfill that side of me. But the whole entire time, I did not need him or nothing but just God. The whole entire time, I just needed to love myself. Love myself, free myself mentally. I can laugh now and I can joke, because that was the whole dynamic between me and his relationship. Basically, I was giving, he was taking. I was giving more than what he was giving me. And I didn't even see that. I didn't even see the love I was pouring. I didn't even see the affection I was giving him. I didn't even see the attention that I was giving him, because I thought it was all natural. Remember, I'm a Hispanic woman. My natural roots come from, I'm very cultured. It came from me watching my mom feeding the household and taking care of the house and taking care of everybody else. And that's what I saw. And that's what I thought that I needed to do. But in reality, I needed to do that for myself. So whoever's hearing this message, whoever's hearing this reading, no. Change those old pattern beliefs. This is what your ancestors want you to do, because this is what I did. This is what I'm doing now. Did and doing. I'm still doing in my journey. And do you think I'm going to let something or someone come in my life and interrupt that when I feel so rejoiced? I feel so full of life. I feel like literally Like, I'm not alone. I feel so full of life. Like, I feel like I have a crowd of people around me. I really do. And that's because I have my spirits, my angels, my spirit guides, and the universe. Because I just came back from outside to ground. I just grounded outside. And I feel wonderful. I feel beautiful. I was going to take just a little rest, just a little nap, and I was going to come too. But my dog woke me up. My dog was like, get up. And literally, like, walked my ass right back over here to do the reading. Let's get back to this reading. But whoever wanted to hear that little tidbit, hear it. Take it in. Whether you take it in negative or positive, that's up to you. Do I care if you do? Oh, well, I don't. I don't. I don't how you care about what I just said or how you take it. Period. I don't. I had to share it because for some reason my ancestor says share it. The wind was just blowing through and the smoke was just coming through. So it was like confirmation everywhere. Like, say your piece. I had to let that relationship go though. Because one, it was draining me. Two, it was just not even compatible. It wasn't compatible energetically. It wasn't. And three, he was draining me. He was. He was draining me. And I felt it. And I knew something was wrong. And I knew it was him. And I knew the whole entire time what he was doing was manipulating. The whole entire time he was giving me gifts because he felt guilty. You know what I mean? Oh, of course. Any woman will go shopping. Oh, you want to go take me shopping because you feel guilty about some dumb shit you did? Okay, fine, no problem. And I knew that he was on websites. I knew that he was talking to his baby mom. I knew all of those situations. But I just wanted him to sit there and look at me and literally say it to me. He was messing around with somebody at the job. Like, it was so much drama with him. He brought the drama into my piece. And that's what God wanted me to see. God wanted me to see, look, I remember one time I was laying with him and I was there sitting there like just feeling so, I wasn't crying, but I was just feeling so down, so like depressed or something. Me and him, I think we had a little argument or something like that. And I was just sitting there like contemplating, like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And I'm like, and all of a sudden I heard a voice that said, you wanted someone the whole entire time. You wanted someone. Look, you're with somebody, but you still feel alone. And that was like, boom. Like a whole epiphany just hit my face. Like, boom, here you go. Here you go. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. Seriously. Because it is not that pleasant. It is not that beautiful. It's not that wonder to have a man beside you when he is literally ignoring you or hitting you or abusing you or calling you out your name or basically being arrogant, very, very arrogant about himself, selfish about himself, and then turn around and ignore you. But then share that same energy with other women. Instead of sharing it with you, he shares it with other women. Vice versa. And my situation was a man. Your situation can be a woman. Pick and choose your story, but add it. Pick and choose who's your partner. Look, confirmation. Smoke is just coming towards me because I guess I got to say my truth, right? I got to say this, right? In reality, what I had to learn was staying with a partner or not, or being with someone or not, it doesn't matter unless you love yourself. When you love yourself, you know. Okay. It won't hurt you as much. Trust me, it took me some time. I left him back in October. Yeah, in October. I called it quits. I said, nah, I'm done. You know what? Give me my stuff. Just bring me my things. Last time I saw him was like a week later after that. It was like the beginning of October. He brought me my things and then we just parted ways. That's it. I told him we can stay friends, but friendships to me, after a relationship, I don't stay friends with people. after a relationship. I don't. It's gone, it's gone. They're exes for a reason. If they wanted to do the work, if they really cherished and cared for you and they wanted to do the work, they would do the work before they come in. And if they come in, they were already healed. They're already doing what they got to do. They're coming in properly. But if they don't do the work, they don't call you, they don't acknowledge you, they don't even say, listen, I'm sorry. They don't acknowledge their faults. They don't acknowledge what they have done to you. Then you have your answer and your closure. That was my closure right there. My closure was him not accepting the fact of what he did. His I'm sorries was always I'm sorries, but I never felt them. I never felt his I'm sorries. He said it, but remember, words mean shit without the action. But I always felt his heart. I felt his vibe. He didn't feel sorry at that time. He probably sorry now, but at that time, back then, he was not sorry. I didn't feel like he was really, really sorry. Period. I'm going on. Let's go. Let me digress. Let's go to the Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. I don't know who needed to hear that, but it's not the end of the world, babes. It's not. And financially, please. Financially, let me tell you, my ex that have my baby father, drug addict. Drug addict. Robbed me off of everything. When I tell you everything, everything. Nine of Pentacles. Robbed me off of everything, okay? Everything. Mother-in-law too. She was one that, she didn't steal from me, but she was also the one that, you know, that stirred the pot too. You understand? I went through a lot with that one, with that drug addict. And let me tell you, it was not easy. I didn't have it. I was living on Section 8 HUD. Okay? Before I bought this house. And let me tell you, I just, like I said, I went through some shit. I had to leave one. You know what I mean? I had to leave him. I was with him for 13 years. That one, the addict. I was with him for 13 years. And 13 years, out of all those 13 years, I tried to make it work because we had kids. That's what I believed. And this is, I guess I gotta say this too to somebody that is going through the same thing. Oh, I'm gonna make it work for the kids. Remember, Hispanic here, hello, we carry those traditions. We carry those traditions and those beliefs of, oh, you know, you make a bed with your baby father or whatever, or your husband, you gotta lay in it. No, fuck that shit. No. I left his sorry ass. And I left the first one too. First one was a drug dealer. I've got a lifetime stories of everything, okay? And let me tell you, I'm not scared to say it. I'm not scared to show it. And I'm not scared to walk it. Because out of all that turmoil that I went through with all these, well, both of my baby fathers, both. I only got 2 baby daddies, okay? Both of them, what I went through, listen, I would have been either hooked on drugs or doing some other nonsense. Which I was doing nonsense with my first baby father. I wasn't doing drugs, but I was selling. I thought that was, hey, let me help him out. No, don't help that person out. Leave him. Let him be. You got kids with him? That's all right. That's fine. You'll work it out. Financially, I always got myself back up. Because why? I always put God first. Even if I didn't go to church, I didn't do what I had to do, but I turned around and I said, you know what? I'm going to do me. I'm going to do me. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to find jobs. I found me jobs and stuff like that. Got to work. Did what I had to do. Provided for my children. And left their asses. There's always different paths to take into your life. You can never set yourself into a same path because of financial. Financial is man-made. Money is man-made. It's something that we need to make our life and our means be there. But in reality, it's not something that's supposed to be there to hinder us. It's supposed to just help us along the way to move. But not to be something that we need to cherish and divulge and be like a kryptonite to us. No. Okay? Period. So, I don't know who needs to hear that either, but that's my life. And looking at me, you'll be like, what? She said, what? Yes. First relationship, drug dealer. Second relationship, drug user. So I had them on both ends of the side. And my third was a nice Casanova guy. He was not the norm. He was the one that was quiet in the background, peeping things out, but a master manipulator. There you go. So he was all of those in my past. So that's why I say he was the one that was bringing out my past self, my past me, which I wanted to forget because of the simple fact that that's my old me. That's not me no more. That's not me no more. Because let me tell you, at that present moment, the way he acted towards me and what I found out about him and stuff like that, I would have took a car right up there. Back in my old self? Oh, yeah. He would have had some dings and some cracks in his foundation. Trust and believe. But me being me, I love myself too much for that. Now, don't get me wrong. If you cross me the wrong way, if you're in front of me, and you think that you're gonna slap me, and I'm gonna tell you, here, take the other cheek, like the Bible says, you're not gonna slap me once, because you gonna get both of the cheeks slapped. I'm not that type of person to play with. I'm not. So, on top of the 9 of Pentacles, you have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Recovering from finances, losses, spiritual poverty, charity, and improvement. So, Queen, you're improving in your finances. You're going to be improving in your finances. This is for you. You're going to be improving in your finances. This is an Earth Taurus. They're both Earth signs. The 9 of Pentacles is an Earth Virgo, and the 5 of Pentacles is an Earth Taurus. So you're going to be recovering off of, financial losses. If you did do financial losses, I don't know. This obviously is hitting a lot of my back stories. So this is why I got to say my back stories on this reading right now, because my ancestors saying this person is going through the same thing you went through. So this is why I have to tell you, okay? Remember, just because they're nice, just because they're calm, just because they're not violent, just because they're not none of this, doesn't mean that they're not hurting you, okay? Because emotionally, it hurts still, okay? So if it hurts you emotionally, they're hurting you. So you have to walk away. So the next card that came out is the Second of Wands. Second of Wands, it landing on the Fool. It says personal growth, personal goals, inner alignment, fear of the unknown, fear of changes, playing it safe, lack of planning. So what I'm getting from this is you have to start planning. You have to start planning your exit. You have to start planning, even though it says lack of everything and all that stuff. Your lack of planning is what's not letting you go forward. The fact that you're fearing the unknown if you move away from this situation, God says everything is unknown in life. When you were born, you didn't even know. You didn't have no acknowledgement as a child. You didn't have no acknowledgement as a child. You didn't know how to walk or start talking or whatever the case may be, but you looked, you mimicked, you listened, you followed. Okay? So, this is the lesson. The lesson for you is The unknown, yeah, is a fearful thing, but don't let fear stop you. Plan and move on. And that is a fire, air, Aries sign. Can I get 5 of Wands? Let me get the 5 of Wands. I'm sorry, I went off on my stuff. I don't know why I had to say it, but for some reason, and trust me, I didn't have much of family. Okay? My family, please. I have my family turned their back on me a lot of the time and double-crossed me, betrayed me, spoke about me, gossip about me, false narratives about me. My family was one that was not helpful. Okay, so I didn't have much of a family as well. So we have, let's see, negative thoughts, self-imposed rejection, imprisonment, victim mentality, and entrapment. You feel like you're entrapped, or you are entrapped. You feel like you're entrapped because this person is not trapped. This person is only tied by ribbons. This person can get out of there. So this is what I'm trying to say. This came under the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups, which is conflicts, turmoil. You know, you're not thinking right. You're not looking at things the way it's supposed to be. You are not trapped. You are not trapped. You can get out of the situation that you're getting out of, that you're in right now. The only thing that feels trapped to you is because you're looking at it at a financial point of view. Financially, it'll come once you come into your inner self. You just got to have faith and belief. Period. Turn on an incense. Give me a second. Get me another argon. I know. Got it. Okay. So, we got the 10 of Cups. It says divine love. I'm not going to read the rest of it because that's what they're trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you, you got to find divine. You got to find God. Divine love. That's what they're trying to tell you in this card right now. This card is water sign Pisces. The last card was air Gemini. They're saying that you have to align yourself. Alignment. You have to align yourself. You have to find divine love. Literally, when I looked down and I said divine love, and my ancestors said that's what they need to find. It's divine love. Divine God. God. That's what you got to find. And I smile and laugh because now I have a relationship with him. This says relationship. Blissful relationship with the divine love. They want you to have a relationship with God. Ancestors are saying that's the truth. They want you to have a plentiful relationship with God. This is not a relationship outside of God. This is with God. They want you to have a relationship with God. You feel by yourself. You feel alone. You feel lonely, and you have someone next to you. But this person is not for you. This person is not filling up your cup. This person is emptying your cups. Emptying your cups. They just told me to flip it. Emptying your cups. This person is not for you. It's not. Scattered dreams, broken family, domestic disharmony, disconnection, misalignment, values, struggling relationships. Like you're struggling. What man or woman, whatever this is, you need to, the reason why it's in the upright is because of divine love. Divine love is in the bottom. Divine love. You see that right there? In the bottom. Water, Pisces. It can be any water sign, but it's a Pisces on the card. Divine love. It says harmony. Divine love, harmony, blissful relationship, alignment, inner happiness, fulfillment, dream come true, family contentment, total love and support with divine love. Look, the wind picked up again. The universe speaks to me. I get a lot of universal uh, acknowledgement and confirmations. Um, nine, Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is in the reverse. Inner turmoil. God, oh Jesus. You're trying to recover financially. Inner turmoil. And this is Air Gemini. Inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrecies, releasing worry, hope, reaching out. You need to reach out. Not to the person of the past. You need to reach out to God. To God. Okay? God. That's what they want you to know. God. Not nobody else. God. Period. And your world is seeking personal closure. Shortcuts, delays, no closure, incompletion. Your world is upside down. That was in the bottom of the cup. In the bottom of the deck. Your world is upside down. I'm going to get some shadow cards right now. I hear the birds. Okay. Okay. Wow. Embracing the void. And saying, your true potential is waiting to be discovered. Emptiness, creative power. It's in the reverse. You're not embracing the void. The void meaning like you're not embracing the solitude. The void. Like when you're by yourself, embrace that solitude. I just did that solitude in the back of my yard. Literally, like there's a playground behind my house and I did that solitude. Seriously. I did that solitude back there. Sorry, it turned off. I don't know why. I did that solitude back there. Okay? You need to reignite your flame. Just like this. Okay? I don't know what's going on with you, but they're saying that deception is in the reverse. Deception. You're deceiving yourself. You're not deceiving anybody but yourself. That's what I just heard. You're not deceiving no one but yourself. You think you're deceiving people, but you're not. A slippery slope erodes truth. Honesty forests connection, and authenticity. Intellect, transparency, and truth. It's in the reverse. For some reason, I get like you're thinking you're deceiving someone, but you're not. You're deceiving yourself. You're thinking you're holding, deception. You were deceitful back then because you were deceitful, but now you're like the only one that's being deceived is you because you're not going forward with the divine. You're not finding your true self. So if it continues, the rest of it will be on YouTube. If you want to continue with this reading, the rest of it will be up there. Just letting you know now because it's like 48 minutes and TikTok only do 60. Defenses in the reverse. Unseen resistance to resolve issues. Explore with curiosity. Reflection, appreciation, and growth. Isn't the reverse? You're not, no, you're being defensive. You're not taking, you're being resistant. That's what you're doing. You're being resistant. You're not taking a chance. You're not going forward to move forward, to do anything forward. Sacred boundaries, respect, and honoring your limits sets you free. Assertiveness and self-care. It's in the reverse. You're not setting boundaries here with this relationship that you're with right now. The boundaries issues, you're not setting no boundaries with this relationship that you're in. Yeah, seduction, luring. This person's luring you seductively. Seductively, this person's luring you and you're like falling. I don't know. Instant gratification blinds you to the consciousness. Consequence, sorry. To the consequence. Craving, promises, hidden. This person craves you. They promise you things. But then when they get the cookie, all those promises go out the door. Things are being hidden. Spiritual awakening. They want you to do a spiritual awakening. They need you to go through your spiritual awakening. Something has awakened in you and you're not taking it. You're not doing it. Sit with your shadow. It's the way to enlightenment, intuition, and spirituality. Soul mirror. Somebody's mirroring you. You're mirroring somebody. This person is mirroring you. You're mirroring them. It's saying others reflect your own relationship with yourself. Excuse me. You see the smoke? Open heart, healing, union. You're mirroring a person. This person. They want you to mirror this person. I get it now. Okay. I get it now. I get it. All right. They want you to mirror this person. Your past person. This is what the message is. Stop being seductive. Stop being luring with seduction. Stop letting them seduce you, lure you with lust, with sex. Smoke again. With lust and sex and everything. Stop it. Put boundaries up. They want you to put boundaries. Be defensive. Be defensive with this person. Stop. They need you to stop being deceitful and be truthful. They need you to embrace the void. They need you to stop going back to that person and stop being deceitful. Be defensive with this person. Stop it. Stop the connection. Sacred bound. Put a boundary up. Stop being seductive. Stop getting lured by sex. Period. That's what they're saying. Put that in the rearview mirror at the end. Put that away. They're saying, put it away. Because you're not doing that. This is what they want you to do. They want you to mirror. They want you to mirror that Queen of Wands. What this Queen of Wands is doing, they want you to mirror her. Go into your spiritual journey. Mirror. Smoke for confirmation. This is coming from the higher. Mirror her. Mirror what she is doing. You know what she's doing. They're saying stop playing dumb. You know what she's doing because you feel it. You feel what this Queen of Wands is doing. You feel exactly what you need to do. You need to mirror exactly what this Queen of Wands is doing. Spiritual awakening. Stop being angry. Stop getting angry at this King of Wands, at this Queen of Wands. Stop getting angry because it's not this person's fault. It's not. It's not her fault. It is yours. This is a message for the masculine in this energy or the feminine that did wrong in this energy, in this reading right now. This is a message for that person. They're stating for you to stop being angry. Your expressions are not meant. Creating frustration. Expressing it in a helpful way. Release, growth, and balance. They need you to do this. They need you to release this. And do this. They need you to mirror her. What she is doing. This was you were supposed to do. With her. You were supposed to do this. This. With her. when y'all broke apart, you were supposed to go through your awakening, your shadow dance. You see how these two people, you see how he is covered in darkness and she is light? She was your light. You were supposed to mirror her in the healing. You see how the smoke is literally choking me. Lord, you were supposed to mirror her. You were supposed to mirror her or him. However, vice versa. Put it where it goes. But you were supposed to mirror each other in the healing process, in the awakening process, spiritual awakening. That's why you're mad, because you're mad at her thinking that, oh, you moved on without me. No. Why are you angry at her for something that you did not do? This came out in the reverse. You did not do the song and dance with her. You did not do this. Get mad at yourself for not doing it because you wanted this. Lust. You wanted this. You didn't put no boundaries on it. You didn't defend yourself from it. You did nothing. You didn't respect her. You didn't respect her. You didn't look at her like that. You looked at this. This was your golden ticket for you. This. Man or woman, put this where it goes. The lust, what pulled you in and lost her. You lost her. And the breakup happened. When the breakup happened, you were supposed to do this. Awaken. Shadow work. You're supposed to leave this in the dust. You're supposed to leave this behind. You're supposed to do shadow work. It was meant for you two to break up. It was meant for you two not to be together while y'all do y'all ascensions. While y'all do y'all ascensions, while y'all do y'all awakening separately, because y'all have to find the common ground between both of you. Y'all have to find the healing part. You have to heal your inner child, your inner self. You have to heal yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to find yourself. How do you find yourself? With the divine, with God. You were supposed to do those leg works. Why are you angry with this person? I don't know. But it's not her fault. It's yours. So you're angry with yourself, basically. Look at yourself in the mirror. They told me to put this up. Okay. Look at yourself in the mirror and get angry with you. With you. Because that's what you did. Period. Point blank. You can't get mad at the fact that you chose seduction. You chose lust. You chose it. Over her. Period. You were supposed to do this. You were supposed to mirror her and go through your ascension, your awakening. That's what you were supposed to do. You didn't want to do this. You didn't want to go do this. You didn't do this. This came out in the reverse. This came out in the reverse. And this came out in the reverse. Because you didn't mirror nothing. Nothing. You didn't want to mirror nothing. Nothing of the queen. Your past person. She went through the journey, or he went through the journey. Take it how it resonates. If this resonates with you, this is your reading. Period. Now you're having hope. You're trying to see if you're having hope. Wounded healer. You see how you're in the dark still and she's in the light, or he or she is in the light? You see that? You're trying to wounded healer. Meaning you're not healing. This is in the reverse. What you're doing is trying to have hope that she'll take you back. But if you're not healing, that's not going to happen, Captain. It's not. It's not. Positive changes. Journey inward. That's exactly what they're doing. Addictions. Leave the addictions. It's in the reverse, so you're trying to leave it. I feel like you're trying to leave it. There you go. And they're telling you to reflect. To reflect is in the reverse because you're not doing it. But they're telling you. You broke boundaries. You had no boundaries. You had no boundaries in that past relationship. You broke every boundary that you had with her. You broke all her boundaries or all his boundaries. Period. Now you're divine juggling. You're closed-minded. You're trying to make peace, but you can't find it because it's in the reverse. Making peace is in the reverse. You're trying to make peace with the situation. You're trying to make peace with the fact that maybe it's no longer. Maybe, you're thinking in your head, okay, this is done. It was over between me and her. I'm going to make peace with it. But you're not finding peace. This is in the reverse. You're not finding peace. You're not finding peace because you're closed-minded. You're juggling. Divine juggling. Hello? You're juggling. You're juggling everything in your life. And they're saying that all you have to do is divine love. Divine love. See this? Divine love. Harmony. Blissful relationship. Alignment. With him, with God. Divine love. That's what they're stating. That's what they're stating. I wish you the best. I hope this finds you and you can regain some knowledge off of this. Do your shadow work. Do your shadow work. Do your shadow work. Go within yourself. Go with divine love. Again, I'm gonna put it back up. Go with divine love. You are really not going within. You keep on procrastinating it. When you find yourself in solitude, you hate it, so you avoid it, so you start to pick up things. You start to help other people. You start to have, projects to do, or you put others in front of what you have to do. This is what I've been told. This is what they're saying. You put others before you put yourself. And you know what you have to do, but the reason why you put others before you put yourself is because you're trying to avoid. You're trying to avoid. And that's not happening. Yeah, you came out in the reverse. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Lost emotions, control, manipulation, misuse of power. You have a gift. Whoever you are, you have a gift. You're not using it right. You're not using it right. You're not using it to your potential or to where God wants you to be. Period. I normally take angel cards and stuff like that, but they're telling me not to. You need to find your inner peace within your inner child. You need to do the shadow work. You need to really go in. Do not come to this queen thinking that she's going to take you back in this whole chaotic drama that you got. Because she's not. And she would definitely see through it. Because if she's anything like me, she would definitely see through that. Peace, love, and light. Love you all. Wish you the best with everything.